Hi there, I'm Chef Eric Crowley, owner of the Culinary Classroom in West Los Angeles, and today I'm going to show you how to fry almonds. There are a lot of applications for almonds to be fried. One of the more common ones is a classic Spanish sauce like romesco. You may find some other applications where you want to fry up some almonds and take them after they've been fried and coat them up in some salt and some pepper or some spices in order to make like a little snack mix for a buffet or something like that. Frying up the almonds, for this particular preparation, I'm going to utilize some blanched almonds, and I'm also going to need a pan that has a lot of paper towels on it in order to absorb the oil after the almonds come out. Nice heavy pan like this cast iron skillet, and I'm only going to need 2, maybe 3 tablespoons of olive oil. I usually like to use a pure olive oil as opposed to an extra virgin. An extra virgin olive oil is going to wind up, it can't get hot enough. It's what we have, it has what we call a low smoke point to it. Pure olive oil is going to be a little bit more ideal. Also, I was always taught one of the disadvantages to frying something like this in extra virgin olive oil is that as it starts to get really hot, all the subtle flavors and nuances that an extra virgin olive oil has basically just dissipate. So pure olive oil wind up working fine. I'm going to go ahead and let this get hot, but not until it, not so hot that it starts to smoke. If it starts to smoke, go ahead and take the pan off the heat, or you can even start to lower your flame. Blanched almonds, you can see a video for this elsewhere, are almonds that have the skin taken off. Make sure that they're dry. If they're still really wet, then when you get them into the oil, they're going to spatter. So you want to keep in mind if they do have a little bit of dampness to them. And to determine if our oil is hot enough, I can actually just take an almond and drop it into the oil. Notice the way that it starts to sizzle. When it sizzles right away, we're going to go ahead and take the rest of our almonds and just pour them right in. Have a little bit of water on them. That's absolutely fine. And stir them around. Get them out into a single layer. Make sure that you maintain a nice little bubbling. If the bubbling really starts to increase in speed and rapidity, it starts to sound really violent, you can go ahead and lower your heat just a little bit. And you can also stir them around. That's going to help cool it off a little bit and allow the almonds to take just a little bit more time to fry up. You can already see that some of these almonds, as I start to stir them around, are starting to get a little bit of golden brown on one side. Here we go. Flip that guy right over there. Got a little bit of golden going on. That's absolutely wonderful. And what the frying is going to do is bring out the natural oil in the almond. It's also going to toast it up a little bit on the inside to help give the almond a little bit of a crispy texture. And it's also going to give it that more of that toasted or roasted flavor to it as opposed to just having a raw almond. This is very common in a classic sauce like romesco sauce. In Spain, almonds are really essential in a lot of recipes. In sauces or crusted on the outside of steaks, it's going to give your item a little bit of a crunch, and of course you're going to have the nice nutritional benefit that the almonds have. So very, very quickly you can see the almonds start to get a nice golden brown. Going to take the pan off the heat and tilt the pan a little bit so I can start to get the almonds away from the oil, lift them on up with a spoon, even let them drain a little bit more out of the spoon. If you have a slotted spoon, that'll work out really well too. And then spread them out onto some paper toweling. Okay. You'll also notice that the almonds are going to start to darken a little bit more as they come out of the oil. Keep an eye out for some almonds like this little half right here. It's probably fried up a little bit too much. Once it gets that dark, you're going to really notice a distinct bitterness to the almond. So that one we'll wind up discarding before we use it in an application like a romesco sauce. Right? And that one as well. Right? There you have some nice toasted or fried almonds. This particular preparation you can make way ahead of time. These guys, after you cool them off, pat them dry with some paper toweling. You can get them into a airtight container like a Tupperware or something like that, and they'll keep in your pantry for about a week or so. They'll keep much longer in a Ziploc bag in the freezer or in the refrigerator in an airtight container. In the freezer about 6 months, in the refrigerator say about 4 weeks or so, if you can keep your hands off of them. Even like this, they're really wonderful. While they're still pretty hot, And they are, if you wanted to use them as a snack, you can sprinkle a little bit of salt, sprinkle a little bit of pepper on them. Remove these guys and we'll discard those. And that is how you fry almonds. Thanks for watching. Be sure to click on other links so you can get other recipes. If you don't see something that interests you, email a request to requests@mahalo.com. Also be sure to subscribe so you can get lots of wonderful additional information. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.